The global crude oil market is currently worth $2.1 trillion, and it's expected to grow by 100% over the next 7 years by 2030. And this market is completely untapped in the crypto space, except for one project that I recently invested in called Crudo Protocol. Crudo Protocol is currently having a pre-sale. It's currently live, and it is the very first Web3 ecosystem designed for both individuals and businesses in the oil and gas industry. And if you're looking at this project, they have an entire white paper breaking down exactly what they do. And really, their project has two main parts to it, two main businesses that they focus on. And that's going to be one for people and one for businesses. And the businesses is, I think, where there is massive potential to really tap into that multi-trillion-dollar market, even though like the people business is also pretty exciting as well. So Crudo for the people, if you look at this one first, Crudo for the people is ultimately a loyalty program for gas stations. And this is exciting because the Crudo Protocol's native token, Crudo, C-R-U-D-O, like I said, it's currently in pre-sale, and currently they're in stage 2 of their pre-sale. So right now, if you go ahead and buy it on their website, you could do it on the BNB chain, Ethereum chain, Polygon Matic chain, Avalanche chain. You could see that they're currently in stage 2 out of 10. They've raised close to $400,000, but the Crudo Protocol's native token, CRUDO, can be used like cash as part of this rewards program at participating petrol stations. You could see, and ultimately, it's going to be able to be used at these petrol stations to buy gas. So users can earn rewards in Crudo tokens, and whenever they make a purchase, they're going to continue to earn more and more Crudo tokens. So the Crudo Protocol app is going to help users find petrol stations, which it says right here. They're going to be able to find petrol stations with competitive fuel prices and rewards. They're going to be able to save more and have the chance of enter free fuel lotteries. So right now, Crudo is looking to partner with major gas distributors in the Middle East and a few Asian countries, and they have plans of exploding globally, but this is a massive market potential that is really untapped, especially in the Web3 and crypto space. Then if we talk about their business part of, the project, the business that part of the project, the one Crudo for business, is something that is so exciting in my opinion because they really are putting a lot into this, and this is the main part of Crudo Protocol. So if you're looking at it, it's a platform that ultimately provides all the tools necessary for businesses in the oil and gas sector. And if you look at it, it says ultimately Crudo Protocol aims to optimize operations and decision-making processes within the oil and gas industry. And this is very exciting because it includes 6 main tools that really have never seen any other project in the Web 2 space or the Web 3 space for that matter that are offering all in one place. So if we look at it, the first one is live commodity prices updates. On Crudo Protocol for Businesses Hub, users can access real-time data for oil prices along with other derivatives. This is very important, very necessary for anyone in the oil and gas industry. Second is going to be Ship AIS Tracker. The most efficient method of distributing real-time AIS feeds with minimal latency is through raw AIS data streaming. They talk about how the feed can be filtered based on area, AIS source, or message type. Additionally, position reports can be downsampled to reduce bandwidth between the client and our data center. Then, third is going to be Immutable Documents Storage Solution. Introducing the ultimate solution for verifying document authenticity, vendors can now list their products on the Crudo Protocol platform, connecting with potential buyers by harnessing the power of blockchain technology. Original documents can be securely uploaded and stored on the platform, ensuring they cannot be tampered with. It says ultimately the way it's going to work is when a document is added to the platform, it receives a special code called a hash. This code, along with details of the previous block and transaction record, is bundled together and stored within a block. This is something that is very exciting in my opinion because it's really not ever introduced into the oil and gas industry just yet. And this is a massive multi-trillion-dollar industry that is always going to be around, not even just for vehicles, but also for every single aspect of your life. There's always oil and gas involved in any sort of energy source. Fourth is going to be due diligence reports. This is going to be where they're going to be able to utilize third-party risk management solutions to efficiently source, onboard, and oversee new suppliers, vendors, and distributors within the oil and gas industry while ensuring compliance with global regulations and safeguarding your company's reputation. Their solutions enable oil and gas companies to identify, assess, and mitigate risks associated with their business relationships, including freight forwarding companies, clearing agents, construction firms, local representatives, vendors, and other third parties. Fifth is the Access Global Oil Terminal Insights. With this, you're going to be able to access global oil terminal insights. You're going to be able looking to invest in crude oil. Ultimately, with Crudo Protocol, ecosystem users have access to data filtering over 180 different parameters. Their crude oil service provides complete coverage of global supply, demand, trade, inventory, and pricing trends, making the service critical for anyone navigating today's oil markets. And 6 is establishing new connections. So access a list of verified suppliers, vendors, distributors of the Crudo ecosystem, and start building new relationships. This is all going to take place in a marketplace for basically buyers and sellers, and this is something that is very, very exciting in my opinion. So in essence, Crudo Protocol is basically something that is going to be beneficial for whether you're like an oil trader, a distributor, or a broker. Ultimately, you're going to be able to need to use all of this data and all of these tools, and there's no other platform, not even in Web 2, that includes all of these tools in one place. And ultimately, the aim for Crudo Protocol, and they talk about this, why they're on the blockchain, and they talk about this all right here, but ultimately, they are trying to empower smarter decisions for investors, whether they are real-life traders or stock traders, and they want to be able to give them access all in one place to these tools and data. So currently, like I said, the project is in its pre-sale. It's raised just shy of $4 million. It's in stage 2 out of 10. So there's 10 stages max. They're going to be trying to sell 40 million tokens. Currently, they're sold around 8 million tokens. And you can see right now the current price is 0.009, but the listing price is going to be 20 cents per token. So this is something that is very exciting in my opinion, because they're going to be announcing in the coming weeks like more features for Crudo people and more features for Crudo for business. And the platform is set to be released after the token launches. So there's really a lot of exciting stuff coming out for this, and they talk all about this in their roadmap. If you scroll down, you can see it says, look, in terms of phase 1 is just the concept. So Crudo Protocol website launch, pre-sale announcement, commencement of phase 1 marketing campaign, build Crudo token on BSC and submit for audit. Phase 2 is commencement of public pre-sale, which is really where we are right now. Listing on ICO marks and ICO hot list, and listing on centralized exchange, CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko listing, etc., etc. Phase 3 is listings and operations, public launch of Crudo app, development of Crudo for business, first Crudo community live seminar with top 100 token holders, and then phase 4 is going to be listing on a tier 1 exchange, hosting live events, and continuing to onboard more partners into the ecosystem. So with this project, there's a lot of exciting stuff in the works for it, and I think tapping into that multi-trillion-dollar industry of oil and gas, there's so much potential here to bring everything onto the blockchain. Not only this, but they talk about, the size of the market, how there's 30 billion barrels of crude oil produced every single year. Not only this, but also if we're looking at tokenomics. Really exciting here because 40% are for pre-sale. Really shows it's a community-driven project. 20% for rewards, 10% for ICO bonus and bounty, 10% for marketing, 5% for ecosystem operations. The team gets 5%, development and tech operations 3%, legal advisors and surveyors 3%, partnerships 2%, and liquidity and exchange listings another 2%. So really, if you're looking at this, they have a lot of the tokens reserved for pre-sale, community, rewards. All of this is very exciting to see in my opinion because it shows that it's very much a community-driven project, that they are still maintaining enough percentage of the token supply for building, marketing, and just growing the project long term. And this is really exactly what you want to see. So one thing also that you can see with this project is that they do talk even about airdrop. So during the vesting period, Crudo tokens are going to be automatically distributed. And they talk about how this works, but ultimately they're going to be automatically distributed through a carefully structured airdrop schedule. And it's going to be 20% will be airdropped upon the initial launch. And then you're going to see 10% are going to be airdropped monthly for the remaining months of the vesting period. And this is something that is very important because it's going to ensure that the project is able to maintain its price and not just get dumped right when it launches. So this is something that is very important as well, in my opinion. So ultimately, this is a project that you really should be keeping an eye out on because it's tapping into a multi-trillion-dollar industry that is really untouched by the blockchain, untouched by crypto. And I think that if Crudo Protocol is able to, secure some partnerships in the Middle East or in Asia, and they're able to really get into this space, this is a potential to be 100, 200x project, with the right partnerships.